Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, February 17th. Two things I want to talk about today. Did anybody watch the 144,000 deep dive that Jean-Claude and Indigo Angel and Julie the astrologer do? Did you see that they did yesterday afternoon? I watched that when I got home from work last night. I have to say, 90% of that stuff they talked about was over my head. But I want to say this. In 2018, when I started watching Aluna Ash, everything that she said, or 90% of what she said, was over my head. That was also the first time I'd ever heard of the Cabal. And 4 years later, now look where we're at. So I'm going to say, even though that might be over your head, or at least it was over my head, I'm going to say, if you get a chance, watch it. Because if that is the stuff that is coming down the pike, that's a lot of information. I mean, I heard words yesterday that I have never heard before in my life. It was just a lot of new information, and I have went down a lot of rabbit holes, and a lot of the same stuff keeps coming up over and over and over again. And for me, that was a whole lot of stuff I've never heard, and I'm going to try to go back and watch it again over the weekend and try to get some of that in my memory. So my question to you guys, have any of you been following Indigo Angel? I think she's been on Jean-Claude's channel before. I've never followed her. I've never watched any of her videos, so she was brand new to me. And I'm curious if there's anybody out there that knows anything about her. Can you give me the cliff notes? Who is she? What's her background? I don't have time to go back and watch all of her videos and get myself caught up on her. I would like to know, is she somebody that I need to start paying attention to? So I'm looking for advice on that. Does anybody know anything about her? The other thing I want to bring up is yesterday, my cousin, the one that told me that I needed to get on Getter, she had sent me a message with a map, and it was a map of the Freedom Rally that was going through the United States. I think it's starting in Barstow, California. I think it's starting on February 3rd, or not February 3rd, February 23rd, and making its way across the United States to DC. There were different flags in different places, and where there are flags, there are supposedly rallies happening, and one of the rallies seems to be in Indianapolis. So her sending me that stuff last night, first time I'd ever seen any of that as far as anything coming to my town in Indianapolis. And one, I want to know if anybody else has seen that. I'm not going to get on Getter and try to get myself caught up on that. I don't need another social media thing. But I did post the map on my Telegram channel. I did post the Jean-Claude's 144,000 video from yesterday on Telegram. And I'll try to post those two things in a couple of other places. It does not surprise me that Indianapolis would be a stopping place for a rally, because we are called the Crossroads of America for a reason. A little back history for those of you who are not from around here. I learned this back when I was in real estate, because it was one of our selling points for Indianapolis. We are one of the few places where there are lots and lots and lots of distribution facilities in the Indianapolis and surrounding areas, because we are one of the few places where people can get in and out easily, distribute their products, and not have to cross water to do it. When I say cross water, meaning, you know, come in by a ship or whatever. So it is a very easily accessed location, and it does make sense that any convoy that would be coming across the United States from whichever direction could easily converge in Indianapolis. There were other places that it was apparently stopping, so I'm just trying to figure out if anybody else has seen that map. Can anybody verify that that is true? keep your eyes open, I guess. If you know anything more, I would be interested in posting about that, because it looks like it's getting ready to start. And my cousin even said that she was going to try to organize a couple of overpass meetups. She's from Central Illinois, which is the next state over, for those of you who are not familiar with the United States. So anyway, I want to know more about that if you guys have any information. And I think that's it. You know, Canada right at the moment seems to be in a standoff between the bad guys and the good guys. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens this weekend. You know, Justin Trudeau made his threat with the emergency action. It appears that the truckers and convoy and Freedom Rally people said, we're not going anywhere. I know a few things have disbanded, but it doesn't look to me like they're giving up completely, which I'm holding on to that. They're not going to give up completely. They're not going to give up. I'm just curious to see how this all plays out. Oh, one more thing. I did post this yesterday, and I find this super interesting. I have no background on it. I got it off of Janine's channel. I've heard of this person, Aurora Ray, before, but I don't know where. And she did what appeared to be a channeling from our friends in the Galactic Federation, or our Galactic friends, or whatever, about the energy had raised so much on Earth that I should have reread this before I started talking about it. But it was long and pretty involved, about starting to bring people up on ships and have meetings and stuff. Would that not be cool to start having some of those meetings up on the ships, and for them to start showing themselves? So anyway, that's on my Telegram channel too, if you want to read what that says, because if that is true, what that says is true, that's some big stuff coming out of that area. So anyway, okay, I think I'm done. I can't think of anything else. I just wanted to point out that video from yesterday and the map, and try to get my bearings straight on what's true and what's not true. Talk to you later. Bye.